All right, some of you have been asking for some examples for more volume problems for geometry. So I'm going to do a few here of common ones. Basically, when we're finding the volume of a prism, you take the area of the base times the height of the figure. So the area is 2 dimensions and the height makes it a 3-dimensional figure. So in this case, the area of the base here is a circle, so pi times the radius squared. So pi, we're using 3.14. 5 is the given radius squared. So we have 78.5 square feet for the area of the base. And then for the volume, we're going to take the area of the base, so 78.5, times the height of the figure, which we're given is 20. And so that gives us a volume of 1,570 feet cubed, or cubic feet. So remember, that's just our unit. That unit means that we're in 3 dimensions, okay? The volume number itself that you would enter, say, into the Blackboard homework would be the 1,570. The next example is a rectangular prism. So again, taking the area of the base, in this case, the area of the base is a rectangle. So area of a base is just length times width, which in this case is 12 times 8. Okay, so the area of our base here is 96 square inches. Then the volume is the area of the base times the height. So in this case, the area of the base is this, so the 96, and the height is 50. So that gives us a volume of 4,800, and again, your unit would be cubic inches because it's cubed, but the value you'd put into the Blackboard homework would be the 4,800. Okay, for our third example, we're going to do the volume of a cone. And the volume of a cone is 1/3, this is the formula from your formula sheet, 1/3 pi times the radius squared times the height. It's a very similar formula to the formula for the volume of a cylinder because the bases are the same. But the 1/3 comes from 3 of these fit into one of these if the rest of the dimensions were the same. Okay. Anyway, so we take the values from the problem and plug them into this formula. So 1/3 pi, we're using 3.14. Radius in this case is given as 2.4, and that is going to be squared. That's from that circle part. And then the height is 10. Okay, so we would get approximately 60.288. Oh, I didn't put a unit on there. Sorry. Let's say it's inches cubed. And most of the problems in Blackboard are having you round to the second decimal place. So this would be 60.29 inches cubed if you were entering it into your homework. Okay, so for the volume of a sphere, your volume formula is 4/3 pi times radius cubed. And this time the radius note is cubed. In a lot of the other ones it was squared because in the prisms, I should take this prism out, because this is not a prism, this is a sphere. The sphere is only based on the radius, so it's cubed to make it 3-dimensional. The other figures had the radius squared in the base, and then the third dimension was the height. Okay, but the sphere is just based on the radius. All right, so we plug in the radius value that we're given. So 4/3 pi, we're using 3.14, and then 4.2 cubed is about 310.18 meters cubed, or cubic meters. Okay, finally we have a prism, a pyramid, sorry. So the volume of this pyramid is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height of the figure, okay? In this case, the area of the base is a rectangle. So we have 1/3. Again, this is because 3 of these would fit into a rectangular prism of the same other dimensions. The base is 5 times 7, and the height here is 9, okay? So we have 1/3 times 35 times 9. And that gives us a volume of 105 cubic centimeters, or centimeters cubed. So hopefully this helps you some more with the geometry formulas homework. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions.